And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Major League Baseball All Star Game. Um, we're going to be playing this game in basic Stratomatic baseball, and we're going to be using some of the old time teams that are available in the collection. So I want to welcome you those who are going to be inside my chat tonight and playing. The starting pitchers for today's game is going to be a pair of Hall of Famers, and it's going to be Christy Mathewson for the National League. He'll be toting his 1908 card, taking on Walter Johnson, and he'll be toting his 1913 card. So again, this is basic Stratomatic. And here is your starting lineups for your American League team. If I can find my pen, I'd be happy. The starting lineup will be Ty Cobb leading off. He'll be in left field. Batting second will be Napoleon Lajoie at second. Babe Ruth in right. Lou Gehrig at first. Ted Williams will be the DH. That's right, we're playing a DH tonight. Mickey Mantle's in center. Yogi Berra's at right. Lou Boudreau's at short. And Jimmy Collins is at third base. For your National League All-Stars, who will be the home team today, Hannes Wagner will lead off at shortstop. He'll be followed by Rogers Hornsby at second, Bill Terry at first, Willie Mays at center, Henry Aaron in right. Frank Robinson will be in left field. Eddie Matthews will be at third base. Stan Musial gets the chance at DH, and Gabby Hartnett will be your catcher. Well, folks, we're going to go ahead and play this game. And again, this is going to be in basic Stratomatic. Yeah, that's all these cards are able to be played in, actually. So there's only one side to the card. So not like I can turn them over and play in super advanced or advanced. So let's get started. So leading off for the American League will be Tyrus Cobb, the Georgia Peach. Gets to start today in left field. Let's see, make sure we're all set up here. And here we go. First pitch of the ball game. A rule I'll go with: if they score 5 earned runs against somebody in this game, the pitcher will be removed. There's a ton of pitchers to be used in these sets. Here's the first pitch. If you want to be on the pitcher's cards, it's going to be certain death. And that is going to be a strikeout for Ty Cobb. So Cobb strikes out against Christy Mathewson. First out of the ball game. And now batting will be the second baseman, Napoleon Lajoie. Second baseman. The pitch from Mathewson to Lajoie, and the pitch. That will be a 1-4. That will be 1-4. Let's look at the card if I can. 1-4 will be a ground ball to third. Picked up by Matthews, throws him out, and there's 2 outs. Just for people watching this late or get in here, I will be doing some streaming of the 1984 JC Community Project. It's going to be 1984. Play any engine you want, as long as we take the box scores and cite them, which we're going to do. So I'll be at least playing the games in payoff pitch, the ones I'll be doing. Also, maybe doing some Stratomatic via the computer. We'll see how that goes. So here is the Babe Ruth 1927 card, swinging against Christy Mathewson. Here's a pitch from the Babe, 1-11, and Ruth walks. So Ruth walks. It'll give the first baseman Lou Gehrig a chance. First baseman of the New York Yankees, 27 Yankee. He steps up against Mathewson from the stretch. Here's the pitch. 3-10 to Gehrig is a single, so Ruth will go to second. First and second now with 2 outs. And now here is the left fielder, Teddy Williams. So 1941, Teddy Williams hit over 400. Last hitter to hit over 400. Here's a pitch from Mathewson. 2-3 is a ground ball to second. Easy play to first. Retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 2 left. 1/2 inning of play. American League nothing, and the National League coming up to bat. So on the mound for the American League, probably one of the fastest pitchers of all time, Walter Johnson, the big train. He'll pitch to the National League lineup of Wagner, Hornsby, and Bill Terry here in the bottom of the first inning. So here's Wagner to pitch. 4-8 from Johnson is a strikeout. So Walter Johnson gets Hannes Wagner down on strikes, one away. Now up will be the second baseman, Rogers Hornsby. One away for Hornsby. Here's the swing to Hornsby. 4-7 sounds like the same thing. Struck him out. Back to back strikeouts for the big train. So Hornsby is gone. And now here is the first baseman from the New York Giants, Bill Terry. All these guys are Hall of Famers. Terry swings and pitches. Pitches is 5-8 against Johnson. And that is going to be a pop out to the shortstop. That will retire the side. And we played one full inning here at the Major League Baseball first All-Star game. It is American League nothing and the National League nothing. Top of the second, Christy Mathewson back on the bump, and it'll now be Mantle, Berra, and Boudreau. Mantle, switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side against Mathewson. Here's the pitch. 2-12 there, and that's a line out to the third base. He hit it hard and gets the first out. Here's the catcher, Yogi Berra. So Berra to now swing. Berra, left-handed hitter against Mathewson. Here's the pitch. 2-5 from Berra is a single for Yogi Berra. So Berra's on. That is the second hit. Third base runner against Mathewson. And now here's a shortstop, Lou Boudreau. Boudreau, a shortstop from the Cleveland Indians, Hall of Famer. Here's the pitch. That will be a 4-8 on Mathewson, and that is a line drive to second baseman for out number 2. Here's Jimmy Collins. This set did not come with a lot of great third basemen in the set. He is considered a Hall of Famer, and he is also one, so he's a great fielder. So he'll bat ninth and play third for the American League. Here's the pitch. 4-3 on Mathewson. The fly ball right field, and that could be trouble. Let's see who the right fielder is. It's going to be Aaron. He is a 2, and that is going to be a 7. We'll use the number on the card. A 7 on a 2 should be an easy out. Let's look at our chart. 7-2 is a fly ball. B retires the side, so Aaron puts him away. American League don't score. They get a hit. Bottom of the second coming up. American League nothing. National League nothing. So National League will now come up to say, hey, kid, Willie Mays. Mays, Aaron Robinson. That's Frank Robinson. Will bat for the National League here in the bottom of the second inning. Still no score. National League to bat. 6-3, and that will be against Walter Johnson. That'll be a fly ball left field. That will be Cobb. Cobb is a 2. That is a 15. So we're going to have to check that out. 15 on a 2, and it drops in for a base hit, and he goes to second on the error. So a single and a 2-base error on Cobb, a 1-base error. So a single for Mays. E7, so Cobb botches it. And now there's a runner on second and nobody out. So the National League was something going on here. And now here is Henry Aaron. So Aaron comes up from Mobile, Alabama, taking on Walter Johnson, the big train, in the second inning of this all-star performance. Here's the pitch. That will be a 6-11. That's a fly ball right field. That is going to be Ruth. Ruth in right field is a 2. That is a 7. We dealt with that before. Should be an out. And it is fly ball B. There is no advancement. Not in basic, so that will be 1 away. Here is Frank Robinson now. He gets to start in left field. I was not trying to play people out of position, so when they're carded as that, they must play that. So not a lot of strong left fielders. 2-8 and gets the walk. So the National League continues to put guys on. First and second, 1 out for the third baseman, Eddie Mathews, left fielder from the Milwaukee Braves. He'll swing left-handed here against the big train, trying to get the big train off the tracks, as they say. 5-6 is a strikeout for Walter Johnson. So 2 outs, and it brings up the designated hitter of all people, DH. Who needs a stinking DH? We do here. In the All-Star game, it's Stan Musial, 1948 Musial, left-handed hitter against Walter Johnson. Here's the pitch. 2-9 is going to be a single, 1-11. That's a 5. That's a single. So Musial with the base hit. Mays will go to third. Robinson stops at second. And the National League have the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the second. It will now be the catcher, Gabby Hartnett from the Chicago Cubs. 1930 season. Right-handed hitter against Johnson. Here's the pitch. 6-3, and that is going to be a fly ball left field. Again, that's Cobb. That is a 17 on a 2. We'll see if a 17 on a 2 makes the catch. And he does. Fly ball A hits the deepest part of the park, makes the catch, and retires aside. So we played 2 here at the All-Star game. American League nothing, National League nothing. We go to the top of the third inning. Basic Stratomatic. So Christy Mathewson takes the bump again. Through 2 innings, he has given up 2 hits and a walk. He'll now pitch to the left fielder, Ty Cobb. So Cobb comes up, struck out his first time up, gets the start in left because he's carded in left with Mantle and Ruth already in the lineup. Means even DiMaggio couldn't get a start. 4-6 is going to be a pop out the first, and that is going to be out number 1. So Cobb is 0 for 2. So now hitting will be the second baseman, Napoleon Lajoie. He'll swing here with 1 out in the third. Mathewson in the pitch. 6-11 from Mathewson is going to be a strikeout. So it gets the outside corner on Lajoie. And for Mathewson, that is strikeout number 2. 2 outs here in the second. Here is the right fielder, the Babe Ruth. So Ruth, first time up, walked. He'll swing as Mathewson. You want to keep off his own card. 4-9, and that is a shallow fly ball to left field. Catch is made, and the American League go down 1-2-3. Bottom of the third coming up. AL nothing, National League nothing. So with Big Train, Walter Johnson going back out there, he'll come out and pitch to the National League lineup of Wagner, Hornsby, and Terry. So here is Wagner. Wagner's first time up, he struck out. 3-8 for Wagner is going to be a ground ball to short. Easy enough play for the American League shortstop. That is Boudreau, makes the play, and there's 1 away. Here's Rogers Hornsby, second baseman. Hornsby will swing here. Right-handed hitter, possibly one of the greatest right-handed hitters of all time. 2-7 is a solid double. Nothing else to say about that. So Hornsby sends it up the gap. First extra base of the ball game. The Rogers gets himself a double with 1 away. Here is the first baseman, Bill Terry of the New York Giants. Runner on second, 1 out. Walter Johnson again playing with a little bit of fire here. People on base. 3-10 for Terry is a ground ball hit hard to second. Runner will go to third, throws him out, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Willie Mays. So with 2 outs and runner on third now, here is Willie. Now here is Mr. Mays. Mays single, got the second on the Cobb error, but was stranded there. He was stranded at third, actually. So again, National League runner third. Here's the pitch. 3-10 the Mays, and he just missed it. Ground ball to third. Easy play for Collins. Throws them out, and side is retired. So the National League leaves a runner at third. We go to the fourth. AL nothing, National League nothing. So again, back on the mound will be Christy Mathewson. So Mathewson will come in, and he'll pitch to the meat of the order, Gehrig, Williams, and Mantle. So Gehrig, first baseman of the Yanks, base single his first time up. Pitch from Mathewson is a 1-4, and it's a walk. So did not pitch to the meat of the column, but Gehrig is on. So a base runner for the American League. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's a designated hitter, Teddy Williams. Teddy ball game. He ground ball the second his first time up. That would be a double play right now. Here's the pitch. That's a 6-5 from Mathewson is a single 1-7. That is a 7. So that's a single for Teddy Ball game. So Gehrig to second, Williams with the seeing eye base hit, and it's first and second, nobody out. And now here is Mickey Mantle, the switch hitting monster from Oklahoma. Switch hitting, batting from left side against Mathewson. First and second, nobody out. Merrick Lee now trying to get something going here. Pitch from Mathewson. 1-5 is a strikeout for Mantle. So he's 0 for 2. Tried to swing for the fences and it wasn't there. So now here is the catcher, Yogi Berra. Berra with a single his first time up. Again, he's pissed a ball in play. Hey, Mike Terranova, welcome in. Here's the pitch. 1-7 for Berra is gonna be a pop out to second for the second out. So Berra is retired. Here's a shortstop, Lou Boudreau. So Boudreau bats with 2 outs. 2 outs for Boudreau. Here is the swing. 3-11 for Boudreau is a ground ball to third. Easy play for Collins, easy play for Matthews, throws them out. And the AL will strand 2. Bottom of the fourth coming up. AL nothing, National League nothing. So now here is batting against the big train, Walter Johnson. It will be Aaron, followed by Robinson and Matthews for the National League. Bottom of the fourth here at the ballpark. Here's a pitch to Aaron. 5-10, probably not going to be good. Fly ball center field. That is one away. Again, these cards can't be turned over and played advanced or super advanced. These are basically one-sided. Actually, the other side is a culminated card. They're the culminated card of their careers, and the other card they give them one best year. So regardless of the fact, it's basic. So here is Frank Robinson, walked his first time up, and Robinson will swing away. 6-7 to Johnson is going to be a ground ball to short. That will be Boudreau. He's probably a 1, if not a 2. Boudreau is a 1, and that's a 1. Ooh, 1 on a 1, and that's a ground ball A. Ooh, sometimes in basic you get those weird calls on there, but not that time. So Robinson retired by the shortstop, and there's 2 away. So now here is Eddie Matthews. So Matthews will swing, third baseman for the Milwaukee or Atlanta Braves. Third baseman against Walter Johnson. 5-8 on Walter, and that's a pop-up to short. And Walter Johnson has an easy 1-2-3 inning. We played 4. It is no score. Teams like this can easily go in extra innings with no one wanting to win. Top of the fifth, here is Jimmy Collins. He is the third baseman. Again, gets the start today. He'll be followed by Cobb and then Lajoie. Here is Jimmy Collins. 2-5, and for Jimmy Collins, who was screaming about why he was in the lineup, gets himself a triple. So Jimmy Collins, of all people, the guy was complaining about why in the lineup, why I didn't have other Hall of Famers I can use, is on at third with a triple. So now the National League will bring the infield in, and it will be Ty Cobb. Cobb is 0 for 2. And again, it's going to be Christy Mathewson on the hump or on the bump trying to get the American League and finish this year. No score ball game, top of the fifth, but the American League will runner on third, nobody out. Here's the swing. That's going to be a 6-8 on Mathewson. That's a strikeout. So Cobb strikes out for the second time. And Mathewson gets a huge strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Napoleon Lajoie. 0 for 2, struck out his first time up. His last time up, I should say. Infield stays in. 1-9 this time, and that is going to be a single. That will be a single. One star gets it through the infield. Collins will score, and the AL has taken the first lead of this ball game. So RBI for Napoleon Lajoie, and the American League takes a 1-0 lead. So now here's the Babe Ruth. Ruth will now swing. And now this is where they can make a mistake and a big inning can happen. See if they can control it. 6-10 for Mathewson is a single. So Ruth is on with his first hit. Runner will stay at second. First and second, one out for Lou Gehrig. So the American League now, oh crap. Light a bit too much glare. Well, the light is above me, unfortunately. I'll see if I can do something. Hang on one second. Figures I dropped my thing. Oh, let's see what I can do. Hang on one second. Let's see. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can see probably the glare there. Let's see if we can still. I'm gonna little practice roll here then. See what we can see, and see what my options are. So let's see. Well, it doesn't give me a lot of. That's there. Hang on. Let's see what's going on here. Finally got a hopefully good. Oh, that I guess you can. No. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can maybe move it over or something. I just don't have a lot of space, and I'm trying to maximize what I have. So let's see. Let's see. Well, that should be a little better. I can see what you're saying about the glare. Let's see. Well, you know what? I can probably take some cards away and move them over. So let's figure that out. So first and second, one out. Gehrig the batter. We'll take the National League cards away, put them over here. They'll come back when they bat. Mathewson is the pitcher. So let's get the team actually. No, you're good, Mike. So we'll see if that helps. No, it doesn't. Kind of. Maybe it's me. Again, it's probably just the light that we're forced with, unfortunately. Let's try that and see what goes on. So here is Gehrig. He'll bat. So Ruth was up. So let's move Gehrig's card out of the way. All right. So it's going to be a 1-5 for Gehrig, and that is a fly ball center field. That'll be 2 outs. So again, Gehrig had singled and walked. This time he flied out. So he had some stuff there, but he missed it. So 2 outs for Teddy Ballgame. One in the middle of the lineup, too. That's Ruth Gehrig and Ted Williams. Williams, 1 for 2. First and second, 2 outs. American League now holding on to a 1-0 lead. 5-12 on Mathewson is a ground ball to first, right? That is a ground ball to first, taken to the bag, and that will do it. And the American League will strand 2 more, but they get the first run of the game. Bottom of the 5th coming up, 1-0 AL. So now it will be back to Walter Johnson now, 1-run lead. And then we'll go ahead and take the American League, put them in their dugout for now, and we'll bring in Stan the Man Musial, who's the DH. Musial, Hartnett, followed by Honus Wagner. Again, makes me look at this now and wondering what the glare is. Again, it's probably just what I have to work with. Hate to put lights off or something. I don't think that will work. So here we go. 4-8 on Walter is a strikeout. So this Walter Johnson is having a day of it. So far, he has given up 3 hits in the ball game. So Musial swung and missed against the big train. So here's Gabby Hartnett, catcher for the Cubs. He's American League starter. Got a bunch of all-stars for a position. Again, I could probably divide these by 2 or 3 teams, but we're just going to do them for the one team for now. 3-9 for Hartnett is a walk, so he squeezes a walk down there, and that makes Walter Johnson kind of uneasy. He's asking where that ball and strike was. Now here is Honus Wagner, shortstop for the Buccos. Run first. Wagner has struck out and grounded out. Walter Johnson from the stretch. 1-3. Oh, he just missed his stuff, though. Ground ball back to the mound. That will be a fielder's choice, and he gets him out. So 1-6 on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs, but Honus Wagner's stuff was right there for the hitting. 2 outs for Rogers Hornsby doubled his last time up. He struck out and doubled. Here's a swing. 6-10 for Johnson is a single. So Rogers gets himself a base hit. That'll send Wagner to second. That'll be Hornsby to first. First and second, 2 outs for Bill Terry. Now the question is, we want to send the runner. I guess there is no arms, but you can still get a +2 with 2 outs. He's a 1-19. They will not call. They will not throw through, and Wagner will go to third. So first and third, 2 outs for Bill Terry. So Terry with a chance to drive in a run here. This is again. They can't seem to get always have that problem, but who knows? It is what it is. So here's Bill Terry. He'll swing first and third, 2 outs. I don't think he's stealing. Let's see who the catcher is. It was Berra. So Berra is a 2. Berra is a 2. Hornsby is a B. So I don't think you're running. So we'll go ahead and swing here. First and third, 2 outs. Terry, a great hitter. 400 hitter in 1930 season. 3-7, and that is going to be a walk. So Terry walks. Bases are jammed. And the National League trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Willie Mays comes the batter. So again, no letting this lineups at all. Mays will swing against Walter Johnson. Johnson from the stretch and the pitch. 6-8, and he just missed something. Fly ball center field, catch is made, and the National League will stram the bases loaded. We played 5, 1-0 American. We head to the 6th. So 6th inning. That will mean that will change over. Mickey Mantle, I believe, will swing. Let's see. Be Mantle, Barrett, Boudreau will hit against Christy Mathewson here in the top of the 6th inning. I'm going to move stuff maybe over here and see if that might help. Let's see. Again, I don't know how far we can go over. That's not too bad, I guess. Well, that might be a little better. We'll see. So top of the 6th, and it'll be Mantle, Barra, and Boudreau. Here's Mantle. 3-3 is a walk to Mantle. So Mantle is on. Was this when he had no speed? He was a B. Hartnett behind the plate was a, let's see, was he? He's a 3? That could be interesting, as they say. So Hartnett was a 1. Never mind. Hartnett is a 1, so we're not going to steal on him. That's like automatic -4, I think. So here's Barra. Barra will swing. 1 for 2 in the ball game. He singled back in the 2nd. Mathewson again, a little bit of a jam here early. Here's the pitch. 1-6 to Barra, and that is a pop up the first. Terry will make that catch, and there's 1 away, and Barra is 1 for 3. Here's Lou Boudreau. Boudreau will hit the shortstop for the Cleveland Indians. 0 for 2 in the ball game. Mathewson looks in, gets the sign in the pitch. 1-6 is going to be a triple 1-4. That's 11. That's a single 2 for Lou Boudreau. So Mantle will go to third. Hit for Boudreau. First and third, 1 out for Jimmy Collins, who so far has the big hit of the ball game when he led off the 5th inning with a triple and scored. So now first and third, 1 out. Here's the infield in. Now Christy Mathewson needs to make a Hall of Fame pitch here to a Hall of Famer in Jimmy Collins. Here's the pitch. 5-7, and that is going to be a ground ball second base. That is going to be Hornsby, I believe. How good is Rogers? No, he's a 2, and it's going to be a 9. Ooh, a 9 on a 2. Where does that put this? As a ground ball A, so the runners will hold. Actually, no, the runners will. Boudreau will move up to second. Collins thrown out, 2 away. So second and third, 2 outs. And then it will now give Ty Cobb a chance, but he has struggled with the bat so far. He's 0 for 3 with 2 Ks. So Mathewson trying to get Ty Cobb out here. Top of the 6th inning, 2 on. Chances are going here. 1-6 to Cobb. And that is going to be a single one. That is going to be, wait a minute, 1-6. That is going to be a double 1-3. That's a 17. That's a single 2 stars. That will drive in 2. So Mana will score. They'll wave home Barra. So 2 Yankees will score. Ty Cobb with a single and 2 runs batted in. And it's 3-0 American League. So Ty Cobb with a huge hit. And now the fun time begins with having Ty Cobb out here. So Cobb doesn't care who the heck you are. He's a 1-17. That'll be a -4. It's a 1-13. Here goes Cobb. Cobb is going to run. Here's a throw, and he's safe on a 12. So Cobb says he doesn't care. It's an all-star game. He steals second. 3-0 American League, 2 outs for Napoleon Lajoie. So the American League taking a little bit of a lead now, 3-0. Here's the pitch, 5-10 from Mathewson is a ground ball to third. That is going to be Matthews. Not the best. He's a 3 on a 13. Now we have to hold our breaths on a 13 on a 3. 13 on a 3 is a ground ball B and makes the play to end the inning. But the American League do score 2. We go to the bottom of 6. It is 3-0 American Leaguers. Let's see if the National League can make a little bit of comeback here. Again, Walter Johnson, the big train, comes out and pitches the 6th inning. Let's see. Beatles internally. Hello, sir. How are you? And yes, brings up your National League. Featured one of your favorite pitchers of all time, and of course, one of your favorite hitters of all time is playing in this game. So yes. So bottom of 6th inning, Aaron Robinson Mantle will be the batter. So here is Aaron. Let's see if the National League man, Beatles, can bring his National League some hope. But of course, one of Beatles' favorite American League pitchers of all time is on the mound, which is why I did this game, Mathewson and Johnson, for that reason. Here's the pitch, 1-6, and that is a ground ball to short. That's a play, 1 away, and Aaron is retired. He's 0 for 3. So 1 out. Here is Frank Robinson, gets the start in the left. He was carded in the left. That's one of the reasons he's played not the best 3 outfielders start. So here is the pitch. That's going to be a 3-9 on Frank. That's a single 1-12. That's a 3. So Frank Robinson gets on. Second time he's been on. First time with a hit. And now here is Eddie Matthews. So Matthews a swing to third baseman. Runner on first, 1 out. Matthews is 0 for 2. Walter Johnson trying to get things going here. 6-2. And that'll be a ground ball to first. So good play there by the first baseman, Gehrig. Runner will be out. And the runner will move up to second. So now here's Musial. He's the stinking DH in this game. Who needs a DH? Yes, I need a stinking DH. Didn't want to have to find pitchers hitting cards this evening. So we're using DH here. And Mantle gets a chance to do that. Here is the swing. 3-7 on Mantle. And that's a base hit for Musial. So let's see if they can score. Let's see if they can score Robinson. Robinson would be an additional +2 with 2 outs. Robinson is a 1-16 going home. He's a 1-18. He's going to try to score, and he is safe. So he scores. So Robinson scores from second. RBI for the man, and it's now a 3-1 ball game. So the National League now's in this game. Yeah, I like this thing that we're using now, and I saw Mr. Dave using it too. The Streamlabs is a nice thing since StreamYard decided to jack all their prices up. So I'm going to probably be using this from now on, as long as I can use my other things also. So runner on first, 2 outs. Hartnett is 0 for 1 with a walk. Can Hartnett get the National League back in this game? 3-6 is a strikeout for Gabby Hartnett to retire the side. But the National League do get a run across. We played 6 here in National League Ballpark. It's 3-1 American League. These are basically just great all-stars, not guys who should have been the all-star game in the very first one. Just happened to post a logo just to get a Major League All-Star Game old-time logo. top of the seventh will be Ruth, Gehrig, and Williams. Yes, talking about murderers row for the American League here in the seventh. So let's see. Again, Christy Mathewson says, give me the dang ball. I'm not coming out of this game. I've made a kind of a rule when I first started is if a pitcher, since there's no fatigue on these guys, if they give up more than 5 runs in a game, they'll be out of here. So I got enough pitching. So Mathewson's giving up 3. We go to the 7th. Here's Ruth. He's 1 for 2 with the walk. Ruth on a 4-5. Christy Mathewson says, pop up the short. That will be the first out of the ball game and is 1 for 3 in the inning. So Ruth, 1 for 3, heads back out. So a big murderer's row time for Mathewson. Here's Gehrig. Gehrig will swing away. He's 1 for 2 with the walk. A lot of on base here on the American League team. 3 is a walk. Gehrig just missed his power. So he will go to first, his second walk of the ball game. And it brings up the splendid splinter, Ted Williams. He's the designated hitter for the American League. So here we go. Williams will swing. And it is 5-3. That's a ground ball to first. Terry is usually a 1 in Strat. So I'm guessing he's probably a 1 here. He is a 1. Gold Glover, that's a 20. Unless you get the old redo, it is a re-roll. So unfortunately in basic, you get the re-rolls. So let's see if that comes back and hurts him. He's an A on a 1. Just missed the air. Ground ball A. Turns at 3-6-3. Double play. First double play of the ball game, and we stretch here in the National League ballpark. It's 3-1 American League. So now in the bottom half of the 7th, it'll be yes, this guy. I'm not sure if he's any good or not. Beatles. He's a leadoff hitter from the Pittsburgh Pirates. Honus Wagner, 1908 season. So Honus will lead off. Honus has struck out, grounded out, and hit into a fielder's choice. So he needs to get this team going. Let's see if Wagner can do it here. I need to put a pitcher out there. That would be helpful. Again, Big Train. Walter Johnson has only given up 1 earned run, so he's fine so far. The Flying Dutchman. Here's the pitch. 6-8, and that will be a fly ball center field. So he'll retire Wagner, and there's 1 away. So now here is possibly, and I'll be quoted by saying this, maybe the greatest right-handed hitter of all time, Rogers Hornsby from the St. Louis Cardinals. So Hornsby will swing away his .424 season for the 1924 season. 3-3 is going to be a ground ball to short. That's one way you don't get those guys on the bases, making them swing at the pitch for Walter Johnson. So 2 outs. 2 outs in the last half of the 7th. So 2 of the great of all time have been retired. So now here is Bill Terry. Terry 0 for 2 with a walk. So let's see if Bill Terry can do something here. 1-8, and Bill Terry says, I think, Coach, I can do something. Triple 1 to 13. That is a 6. That's a 2-out triple for Bill Terry. So Terry triples. Unfortunately, there is 2 outs. So we'll see if the Say Hey kid, who was considered at the time the greatest living ball player, has since passed. So now, who is the greatest living ball player? So Mays, runner on third, 2 outs. Mays 1 for 3. Big hit time for Willie. Here's the pitch. 1-6 for Mays. That's a single only on a 1-2. That is a 7. And retires the side. Line drive to the second base. They will strand the runner at third. We go to the 8th. It is 3-1 American League. So Walter Johnson survives that. We now go into the 8th inning. Mays a chance to bring the National League a little bit closer, but unfortunately couldn't do it. So now it's up to the Oklahoma Comet himself. It's going to be Mickey Mantle. Mantle, Barra, Boudreaux. Again, a host of Yankees in this starting lineup, just because I thought they were the best players here. DiMaggio even sits, because there's only 1 center fielder in the game. Again, I was trying not to play people out of position. Here's Mantle. 6-6 against Mathewson. That is a whiff. Struck him out. So that's the second time Mantle's down on strikes. Not a surprising thing here. So here is Yogi. Yogi's been kind of on a good roll today. He's been 1 for 3, single back in the second inning. Always getting good pitches to hit. 3-11 deep drive right field. That could be deep. That could be gone. It is gone. 3-11 is gone. So Yogi Berra on talking about him hits himself a solo blast. Is now a 4-1 ball game as the American League tacks one on here against Christy Mathewson. So now here's Lou Boudreau. Boudreau is 1 for 3, a single and a run scored. So Yogi goes deep, far, and gone. 6-9 is going to be a single. So they're trying to get some hits here. Another run will oust Mathewson from the game. Here's Jimmy Collins. He got everything started for the American League with a leadoff triple back in the fifth inning. Again, I was complaining about him being in this lineup, but he's a Hall of Famer, and he gets the big hit so far. Here's the pitch. 3-3 for Collins is a ground ball to short. There is how many outs in this inning? There is only one out. That's a double play. 6-4-3. So they get one on the home run by Hey Yogi. It is now 4-1 American League. We go to the bottom of the eighth inning. So bottom of the fourth. So American League trying to keep the league here. It'll now be Aaron, Robinson, and Matthews to swing. And against Walter Johnson. Oops, let's see. Go over here. Take a second here. Not a bad turnout so far, folks. Appreciate everyone coming in on this evening. Aaron Robinson, and Matthews the swing. Here's a swing. 6-3. Fly ball left field. That is Cobb. He kind of misplayed one earlier. That's a 15, though. 15 on the 2 is the same thing. Single and an error. So Cobb makes the second big blunder of the ball game. Aaron will go to second, and it's a hit. Single and an E7. So runner on second, nobody out. National League gets a rally started. And here's Frank Robinson. Robinson, the left field starter today. 1-for-2, a single, and a run scored. Here we go. Walter Johnson with the pitch. 4-9, shallow fly ball right field. That's the first out of the ball game. That's first out here in the bottom half of the eighth inning. And now Robinson's 1-for-3. Here's Eddie Matthews. Now, the question is who does the National League have left on their bench? They do have another Pirate I can go with. If I think he's going to be any better, you know what? We will go with another Pirate. We'll bring on Mr. Pie Trainer from 1927. So Pie Trainer will get the swing. He's a 1. He definitely will improve the defense. So Trainer will now swing here. So runner on, one away. The Pie Man. So let's see if Pie can get a big hit against Walter Johnson. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 4-5. That's where you wanted to stay away from, and that's a strikeout. So Pie Trainer strikes out, and there's 2 outs. Here's Stan Musial. Musial, believe he is 2-for-3 in the ball game. Has 2 hits already off Walter Johnson. So he's been one of the guys getting big hits in this ball game. Here's the pitch. 1-4 for Musial's a walk, so that will be good. So now first and second all of a sudden. It is a 4-1 ball game. Tying runner comes to the plate. And again, the catcher is Gabby Hartnett. Again, somebody you look at, will he be the type to tie this game? Home runs on 1-5-1-6. And that's it. Does the National League have of course they do. Do they have another booming bat on the booming bat on the bench somewhere? And let's see who they have. 51 home runs. I don't like that card as much. Home runs everywhere. Let's see. Kind of seeing who's left on here. I got so much talent. I can bring out another catcher if I want to swing. So Camp, okay. I like 1718 rolls. I'm going to bring another catcher out and swing, and that's going to be from the Brooklyn Dodgers, Roy Campanella. So Roy Campanella will swing. Campy will swing for Hartnett. Let's see if Campy can tie this game up. 2 men on, 2 men out. Walter Johnson trying to stay in this game. It is right now a 4-1 ball game, but there's 2 on and 2 out. Here's a pitch to him. 6-4 for Johnson. It is a catcher's card X. Ooh, that could be interesting. The catching for the American League today is Barra. He's a 2. That's a 12. So we'll see what the catcher's card X brings me. Catcher's card X on a 12-2 is a foul out, and that's it. Nothing else. Retires the size. A wasted at bat for Campy. We played 8 here at the National League ballpark. It is 4-1 American League. Oh, a wasted effort from Roy Campanella. So now Christy Mathewson's only given up the 4 earned runs so far, so he'll stay out there. He's not tired in my 5 runs or better in a game. I have so much wealth of talent. I'm going to make that rule to if guys get bombed early in these games. Sometimes you'll hit a lot of offensive cards and just generate a lot of runs, but so far it's a good ball game. 4-1 American Leaguers. So it'll be Cobb, Lajoie, and Ruth. Cobb in the ball game is 1-for-4. He'll look to steal if he gets on. He doesn't care about the score. 3-9 is a single for Cobb, but he's going to have to run against Campanella. So that could be interesting. He had a run against a 1 before. So Campy will now look in. Let's see. Campy is a 1 also. So if you want to run against him, it's a 1-13. 1-13 says he is safe. Oh, wait a minute. That's a 14. Guess what, Ty? You're out. So Ty Cobb is thrown out by the Brooklyn Dodger, Roy Campanella. So good throw there. And Cobb is retired. So Ty Cobb looking to get some insurance. Gets thrown out on the base pass. So now here's Lajoie. He may get a talking to by the coach, but I don't think Ty is leaving listening. Here's the swing. 6-3 struck him out. So Christy Mathewson could complete this game right now and leave it up to the bats and see if they can do something in the bottom of this inning. 6 strikeouts for Christy Mathewson so far. Here's Babe Ruth. This is the time you don't want to make a mistake. Ruth so far is 1-for-3. So let's see what Ruth does here. That's a 2-11. He just missed all the power. Ground ball to short. Play is made by the shortstop. And that would be the shortstop is going to be Wagner, of course. Makes the play, retires the side, and we go to the bottom of the 9th inning. American League with a 3-run inning, but did the National League have some hope? We're going to find out in a minute, folks. So let's see if they have a rally in their bones, as Michael Kay would say. And it will be the top of the order. The Dutchman, the Rogers, and Bill Terry to bat for the National League here. Against, again, the big train, Walter Johnson looking to complete a game here. So we game 1 of a series. I'll keep playing these since I get my Beatles to come out for a game. I bring out the Dead Ballers, and all of a sudden I find a Beatles in my stream. So how about that? So here is Rogers Hornsby. 2-6 for Rogers, and that is a walk. So Hannes is on, and there is the start of a rally. Wagner is a double-A stealer, so he can run a little bit. Catcher for the American League is Barra. He's a 2, and that's really going to make it interesting if I want to run or not. Double-A on a 2 is a -3, so it would be a 1-14. So -3, yeah, 1-14. Does he want to go? Let's see. 1-14 says Hannes. You run 3 runs down. He doesn't care. And he's out. Holy crap. That's an 18. So Hannes Wagner is out. Oof, sorry, folks. I'm sure you don't run when you're 3 runs down. Well, these guys didn't care. So I figured I'd get him going, and that's what happened. So Hannes Wagner thrown out. So that'll be you don't see that kind of managing on another channel. So unfortunately, Hannes Wagner gets thrown out on the base pass, down 3 with all this power coming up. Let's see what Rogers Hornsby can do. I thought he can get there. 5-9, and that's going to be a pop out the third. That's 2 outs now, and here's Bill Terry. Wow. So a big out there. I did not see that coming. I thought I can get that on the 65% or 70%. Terry to swing. We'll see if he can do something. 3-6 for Terry is a middle nothing. Fly ball right field. Catch is made by Ruth. Retires aside, and this ball game is over. So the American League pulled this one off 4-1. Let's take a look at some statistics, and we'll get you out of here for the evening. American League with a hit in the first, a hit in the second, none in the third. They got 1 hit in the fifth, and they got 3 hits in the fifth. In the sixth, they got 2 hits, nothing in the seventh. Home run by Barra in the eighth, and 1 hit in the ninth. So 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the American League with 4 runs on 10 hits. The National League, nothing in the first. They got 2 hits in the second, 1 hit in the third, none in the fourth. 1 hit in the fifth, 2 hits in the sixth, 1 hit in the seventh. So not a lot of offense. 2 hits in the eighth, and no hits in the ninth, as I was a walk and a caught stealing. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. They had 9 hits. So American League was 4 runs on 10 hits. National League 1 run on 9 hits. And Ty Cobb committed a couple errors in this ball game. Well, that's game 1 of this series. So game 1 in the books. Winning pitcher is going to be Walter Johnson. The losing pitcher is going to be Christy Mathewson. Want to thank everyone for being here today. I hope to come on a little more next day or so, but we got a move we're looking at. So hopefully from the new ballpark, we'll be able to get stuff set up and again, working our way toward it. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Beatles, for being here. I should just put dead ball in my description. And of course, Mike Terranova is here, and there's always a third person hanging out. Please hit your like. Please subscribe. Do everything you can support the channel. I appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys soon. And we'll talk to you again.